strange book. It's a locked room mystery. It's a cruise mystery, so I wanted to read it in the summertime. And it's called The Last One by Will Dean. Rated 3.62 stars, so pretty good ratings. The synopsis is: when Kaz steps on board the exclusive cruise liner RMS Atlantica, it's the start of a vacation of a lifetime with her new love, Pete Davidson. On their first night, they explore the ship, eat, dance, make friends, but when Kaz wakes the next morning, Pete's missing. And when she walks around the corridor, all the cabin doors are open. To her horror, she realizes the ship is completely empty. No passengers, no crew, nobody but her. The Atlantica is steaming into the mid-Atlantic, and Kaz is the only person on board. But that's just the beginning of the terrifying journey. She finds herself trapped in this white-knuckled mystery. It is kind of an outlier for me because it does not feel like a typical mystery. Like, I almost was like, uh-oh, is this going to be sci-fi? And I don't think that it is. I think it's like a whodunit. And small spoiler, she's not the only one on the ship. There's a couple others that she found, like, right after she thought she was alone. So, that happens in the beginning. I'm gonna keep going, even though I was like, wait a second, is this gonna be like some kind of rapture? But I'm invested, so I'm gonna push through, and I'll let you guys know how it is. Probably not here though, because I usually talk about my books more over on Patreon. Okay, what have I been playing? Flashcards with my toddler. We're doing like letters and numbers right now. You know what I've been playing? Pass the Pigs. Do you guys know what Pass the Pigs is? It's a game that I played when I was little, and then I bought it like 3 times, but when you have kids, your games disappear, and pieces of your games disappear. So I just rebought it again, and it's a game where there's little tiny pigs, 2 little pigs. There should be 3, right? 3 little pigs, but there's 2 little pigs. And the pigs are the dice. So you have like a little cup, and you shake your pigs, and you roll them, and however the pigs land is how many points soon. I have to plan like lunches and meal plan for that because you don't really have the opportunity to go grab lunch. Like your lunch break is probably not enough time to go grab anything. So I had to pack a lunch. I need to get my work bag in order. There's a lot I have to do, but so I have been trying to foresee what I need and get all that lined up. What have I been cooking? I just made, it was pretty good. Swedish meatballs, but like the easy way. So I got my beef meatballs and throw them in the crock pot with a can of cream of mushroom. I used a really big can, the family size can. And then a packet of ranch, and I added a packet of like that Lipton onion soup. Cooked those on low for about 3 hours. They're done. And then I made egg noodles. And then I just mixed it all together. So it's like Swedish meatballs pasta. Kinda like stroganoff. And I had bought little mushrooms to put in there, and I forgot about that. So next time, I will add mushrooms. It was pretty good. I ate it for like 3 days. By the third day, it wasn't so good, but oh, there's a little hair. There's a little hair there. Got it. So what have I been eating that, and then for breakfast, I've literally just been having like 2 pieces of cheese. Like the good kind of cheese, the snacking cheese or whatever, because I have not been making my overnight oats, and I forgot to hard boil my eggs, and so I've just been grabbing like 2 pieces of like the blocks of cheese, and then coffee and leftovers. I made a few Tiffany plates. A Tiffany plate is like just some meat and then veggies and your cottage cheese with, I put spicy mustard on my cottage cheese. It sounds weird. It's good. When I first saw people eating Tiffany plates, I was like, ugh. But lo and behold, it's pretty good. What have I been drinking? I'm back on my coffee all day, because it hasn't been making me sick. So I drink my coffee in the morning, and I sip like all morning on it. But I've actually had a few days where I made hot coffee, because I was on iced forever, and I've had a few days where I went back to hot coffee. And then I always alternate that with just water, but I have been making that water with a little cayenne pepper, lemon, and honey in it. But I want to make the one a shot, and